2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. John Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. And for the Nets, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Collins. Young with no one around. Hits it from three-point range. Young's got 5.
He's calm. He's confident. Young has that it factor.
Here's Harden. Hangs, and Capella sends it back. Now Young. He has 5. Pass to Capella, and stolen by Jordan. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's Harden with the drive. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Snell. Down low. Capella. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Now, here is Irving. On the wing, Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Count it. Good.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Young up top, guarded by Harden. Shoots. Outside Collins. Shot from 12. The Hawks again can't hit. Nets trail by 5. Here's Irving. Good defensive work there by Young.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Johnson. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Here's Irving after the basket by Atlanta. Griffin dishes to Irving. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
Williams passes to Gallinari. Banked in off the glass.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Nets trail by 7. Irving with the ball. 1:11 left in the first quarter. And that one drops. Irving's got his second basket.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Outside Williams. And they pick up 2.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game, taking it up strong inside.
Griffin kicks to Irving. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. The Hawks leading by 5. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. To the paint, Griffin with the steal. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Williams passes to Capella. Kicks it to Gallinari. And here is Williams. In the corner. Herter with it. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Brown.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's done in at the point.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. It's his first trip to the line. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. And then for Atlanta, Collins checked in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich comes in for Hunter. Young is subbed in for Kevin Herter.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Now, here is Young. He's got 5. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Harden against Bogdanovich. The offensive rebound. Claxton with the bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Young inside. Brown's there. The kick out to Young. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trail by 5. Here's Irving. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Young against Brown. Bogdanovich passes to Young. Okongwu with it and stolen by Irving. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Harden. Here's Claxton. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game. Bogdanovich with it, picked up by Brown. Here's Young. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And it's 9 points for Trae Young.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Here's Harden. Rebound, Atlanta.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Irving against Young. Done outside. Passes it to Okongwu. It's deflected.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Harden.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Jeff Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Brown. Now, here's Capella. Here's Collins. But they get it back.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Snell kicks to Young. The rebound by Harden. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 5-point game. And Johnson now top of the key. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And so it's Atlanta bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And against one of the toughest. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Harris. Then it's Johnson. And it's KD in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The pass to Johnson. In the corner. Harden, 6 on the shot clock. Offline with his 3. The Hawks leading by 7. Now Okongwu. Pass to Hunter. Here's Hurd. Guarded by Harris. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shoots it up. Rebound by Johnson.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And finished off by KD.
Aggressive move by KD. It gives this team a different attitude when he's attacking the rim.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Gallinari dishes to Williams. Back to Gallinari. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by the Nets. Irving surveying the floor. Johnson, the pass to Harden. On the wing, Irving. He kicks to KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his fourth assist in this one.
Could have easily been an and one. Durant finishing through the bump.
Williams against Harden. Now the feed to Okongwu. And Durant sends it back.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
And oh, here we go. Gallinari heading to the hoop. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for James Harden. The Hawks leading by 5. Young outside. Snell finds Capella. Goes up on the wing. Young's shot is good. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
Irving passes to Griffin. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Nets trail by 5. Griffin attacking, and then Griffin with the dunk.
When Griffin makes up his mind, he is ready to attack the glass.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Oh! It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Snell. Back to Bogdanovich. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Young against Irving. Johnson outside. Passes it to Griffin. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks leading by 7. And Young kicks to Capella. Outside Collins. And there's the pass to Young. In the corner, Snell with it. Here's the 3. They get it back. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again. And make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth. And so it's Atlanta in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter is out there, Gallinari. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Dunn, and it's Williams at shooting guard. Now, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Outside Williams. Pass to Gallinari. Knocked away. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Johnson.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
To the left side wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gallinari wide open. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Green. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Williams looking around. Passes it to Gallinari. Here's Johnson. Here's Jordan. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
One of the great rebounders in this league. When Jordan does score, this is often how it happens.
Williams dishes to Hunter. Shot on the wing and right on target. Good. And the Hawks lead by 7. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Johnson against Gallinari. Johnson can't hit. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Williams against Johnson. Outside Williams. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
So savvy inside for a player of his size, and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes. I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
And it's intriguing. Early on, critics questioned DeAndre's commitment to the game. But boy, has he answered them back.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Johnson, he's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brown. And it's Harden in for Tyler Johnson. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Harden scanning the floor. Here's Jordan. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Jordan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Few players, if any, hit for a higher percentage inside. Jordan playing to his strengths.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. Lobbed up there for Collins. Unable to get that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Young with the ball. He lobs it up, and it's Capella missing. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Harris passes to Jordan. Back to Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Blake Griffin subbed in for Johnson. Okongwu is checked in for the Hawks. Young pass to Okongwu. It falls!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin. With
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
So the Nets starting five. Brown out there with Irving. Then it's Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the three, the small forward.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Durant for three. No good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Harris inside, covered by Irving. That's good from Harris on the assist by Embiid.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Irving kicks to Durant. Trying to get open is Irving. Here's Jordan. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid. A rebound by the Nets. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Here's Thibault. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Thibault kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
Irving surveying the floor. Durant against Harris. Rejected by Harris. And here we go. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now, here is Irving. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. Harris outside. Back to Milton. Shot clock at 5, and stolen by Irving. It's stolen by Milton. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back, and Simmons slams it in.
Well, I love watching Simmons run the floor. So effortless and efficient in his movement.
Here's Irving. There's the pass to Brown. In the corner, it's Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 5 to shoot. Irving drives in. Cross contact. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And here's Brown outside. Rebounded by Howard. Here's Korkmaz to the middle. Here's Scott. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 5. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Brown. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And there's Green, and it's Claxton in at the center position. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for the 76ers. Green comes in for Seth Curry. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. And it's Kevin Durant in for Brown. Now, here's Thybulle. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Now here's Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Simmons. 6 points for him. Pass to Thybulle. Back to Simmons. Embiid is at the elbow. He can't get that one to fall. The Nets go the other way with it. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And now here comes Simmons leading the break.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
And here's Irving. He's got 5. Pass to KD. Over Simmons. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
On the wing, Harden, defended by Thybulle. And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, Durant did a nice job. Created space for that shot.
The 76ers leading by 7. Simmons passes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Lobbed up there for Embiid.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll. .144 left in the first half.
Outside, KD. It's stolen by Green. Here's the break. Goes up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Harden right side.
Oh, are you kidding me? And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Simmons looking around. Stolen. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And Harden with the stuff.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Simmons with it, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here we go, one-on-one. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Harden.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Now Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Kicks to Green. Back to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. With some arc. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. And we know that Joel Embiid is one. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
They've got Howard. Korkmaz is out there with Scott. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Milton in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. A nice shot by Irving.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
Milton the pass to Curry. Back to Milton. Curry is inside. Brown on him. He gets that one.
He's becoming more comfortable in tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
Outside Irving. Here's KD. Jordan trying to free himself up.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
And here is Curry. And the pass to Howard. Back to Curry. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Howard can't hit. Nets trail by 3. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Jordan. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Curry. Passes it to Scott. Back to Curry. It's good. Curry's got 6.
Boy, Curry knows that kind of physical finish can give his team a spark.
Pass to Harris. Baseline jumper. That shot off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. And finished off by Scott.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets, trailing by 5. Jordan finds Irving. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Then for the Nets, Griffin comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in for Durant. Now, here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Brown over to help. Pass to Maxey. Out to Harris. 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Up Offensive rebound, Simmons.
You know, got to stay down on the pump fake. You've heard me say it multiple times, guys. When Simmons gets you in the air, the rest of it is easy for him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch. Well, I tell you what, the combination of speed, mobility, and strength that Simmons has is special in a 6'9" frame. He's terrific at using all of that to bully defenses.
Now, here is Harden. 12 points for him. And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Harris kicks to Thibault. Harris passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Now here's Harden. And stolen by Simmons. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Harris outside. It's Brown on the wing. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 7. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris dishes to Green. The pass to Thibault. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 to shoot. Embiid kicks to Green. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Just 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. The deep three from Irving. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 7. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact, doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Passes to Hill. Green against Simmons. Now here is Harris. Tight defense on him. And stolen by Harris. And here comes Brown. Leading the fast break. Here's Irving. And Embiid with the block.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the 76ers with some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for Simmons. Curry comes in for Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. Hill with it. Hey, yo, right here. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Green kicks to Jordan. On the wing, Brown. Trying to get open is Irving. Here's Jordan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Hill against Irving. Down low. Here's Embiid. In close, he hits it. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dwight Howard.
KD is so good at drawing contact. You might remember now they changed the rules on that rip move that he perfected.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Maxey, and it's Ben Simmons in for Hill. And KD drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Now Simmons. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Often when Embiid has a lane, he looks to throw it down, and he's got great speed for a big fella.
Irving against Simmons. Irving passes to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Embiid, the pass to Curry. 1:52 left in the game. He dishes it to Harris. Lets it go from deep. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Simmons. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Brown.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Jordan's shot is off. The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Here's Curry. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates. This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Here's Irving. And good. He nails it.
Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is, unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Irving against Curry. They get it back. Howard kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Back to Howard. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And just an amazing shot fake there from Howard, effectively bringing the defender off the ground and just going right into the contact.
And the 76ers with some changes. Green comes in for Embiid, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. And the Nets making a change here as well. Harris is checked in for Green. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Thybulle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Green. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Left side Irving. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their What a gorgeous night. And with
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Thibault in at the 3. And for Atlanta, Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's John Collins. And it's Snell in at the 3 slot. To the inside, it's stolen by Harris. Embiid inside, working on Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Greg, great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Young, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Simmons. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And here's Harris from the arc. 6 on the shot clock. Capella against Simmons. From down in the low post, it goes.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Snell, the pass to Collins. The pass to Young. Over Simmons. And he overshot that one, missing. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
It's good from long range.
Confidence there shown by John Collins. Gotta like watching him go right up for the shot.
And here is Simmons. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Young's running. From about 19 feet. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Thibault can't get it to go.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now, here is Young. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 2. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Back to Embiid. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Milton. Good work there as it goes.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Herter. 76ers getting the bucket. Back to Williams. In the corner, it's Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Williams in the post. Defended by Milton. And the layup's good off the glass.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Milton. Offline with his 3. For Atlanta, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Gallinari. Feeds to Okongwu. Here's Herter, guarded by Green. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Williams, defended by Milton. Okongwu, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so he hits both. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close. In chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny.
For me, it comes with blocking.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Korkmaz is out there with Green. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George Hill. And it's Howard in at the 5. Here's Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He's off on the 1st. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Young inside. Defended by Milton. Snell kicks to Capella. Shot clock at 5. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe, GA, the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Atlanta leading by 5. Now here is Young. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. They get it back. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. Collins wide open. He fires. And the 3 ball is good. Collins has got the lead up to 8 now for Atlanta. Philadelphia with the ball. Milton the pass to Korkmaz. Back to Milton. At the top of the key, Korkmaz. Just 5 on the clock. Green dishes to Scott. Over Collins. That misses off the backboard. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Bogdanovich, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Milton on top. Stolen by Collins. 1:33 left to play here in the half. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, that reach of Dwight Howard's is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
And he gets it back. His first attempt of the game finds the target. 1:05 left here in the second. The Hawks leading by 6. Young outside. Pass to Collins. Bogdanovich looking around. Here's Young. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
They kick it out to Green. Green draws the double. Outside, Scott. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Good work defensively by Capella. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Passes it to Herter. From outside the arc. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
There's a stellar effort from Gallinari there, really contesting.
And we finish one half of that.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson getting a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period. Thanks for joining.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Clint Capella has been sensational.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the 3 spot. And so it's Atlanta with it after the Sixers pick up 2. Collins passes to Capella. Here's Snell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Ben Simmons.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way. He's still able to complete the play.
Now, here is Young. Banked in off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Curry. Fires for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Young. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Simmons with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Harris. Harris draws the double. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And some changes here for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Seth Curry, and it's Hill in for Matisse Thybulle. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Now, here is Gallinari. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. He feeds it to Okongwu. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Outside Williams. It's Okongwu, top of the key. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Here's Williams. 76ers getting the bucket. The feed now to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
1:10 left in the third quarter. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Seth Curry comes in for Maxey. Now here's Williams. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Inside, here's Gallinari. And the shot goes down. And the Hawks lead by 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's Simmons penetrating. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Williams. 19 seconds left to play here in the third. Gallinari passes to Hunter. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. There's 10 seconds left in the third. And now Philadelphia on the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hawks ahead, up 4. And coming up as soon as we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Shake Milton. Green out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Curry. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
In the 2018 season, as the 5th overall pick, Trae Young was phenomenal towards the end of the year, winning 3 straight Rookie of the Month awards.
The 76ers making a switch here. Harris has checked in.
Now, even with one miss, he stretched this out to a 2-possession game.
And here is Milton. From the line, Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They've led by as much as 10. He kicks to Capella. And here's Collins from outside. Young, right side. And the dunk by Capella.
You can see there just the threat of Young pulling up. It's going to open up the 2-man game. The defender forced to come out and respect the deep shot. And Trae able to make the play.
Outside Curry. Dishes to Howard. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Young up top, defended by Milton. Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Curry looking around. 3-pointer. Good defensive work there by Young. The Hawks leading by 9. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. With the shot. And no good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Harris dishes to Curry. On the wing, Milton. To stop the drought, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Out to the wing. To the paint. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Down low. Here's Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Capella. Count it. Capella's got the lead up to 11 now for Atlanta.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Thibault, the pass to Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. 6 points for Tobias Harris.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Right side, Bogdanovich. Pass to Capella, and stolen by Howard. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Passes it to Milton. Shoots the 3. The offensive rebound, Howard. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
Young taking his time here. From deep. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Milton. From deep 3-point range. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's only a 5-point Atlanta lead.
And Howard doing a great job showing his ability to score in a critical situation.
Now, here is Young. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Capella against Howard. Outside Collins. Here's Herter. The 3-pointer no good.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Young outside. 12 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Herter. From deep. And that one is off. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in... Welcome to 2K Sports for a payday.
Hey, Kevin.
You're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, they've got Collins. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the three, the small forward. Stolen by Collins. It's Young on the wing. Here's Snell, guarded by Harris. Hawks passing it around. Capella dishes to Collins. Clock at 6. From 10 feet out, count that bucket. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's Irving, and he converts the layup.
I like this from Kyrie, looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
Young looking it over. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And here's Irving. Here's Brown. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from three.
Young against Irving. Young inside. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
The drive by KD and finished off by KD.
The long strides of Durant gliding through the lane. Throw it down, big fella.
Young outside. Over Irving. Young, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
On the wing, Harris. It's stolen by Capella. Bobbed up there for Collins. No good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And the pass to Collins. Irving against Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Young inside, defended by Durant, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. And a change for the Nets. Green's checked in. Here's Brown. Goes back up. The shot's good.
What I like about that play, DeAndre Jordan not just looking to corral the miss, he's looking to finish the job.
Gallinari outside. Back to Huerter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Jordan. They grab their own miss. They kick it out to Green. The 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Williams scanning the floor. Out to Gallinari. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Irving. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside Williams. Huerter passes to Capella. To the middle. Here's Williams. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And so the first quarter is in the books. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Green. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Okongwu, the pass to Dunn. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Challenging the heart of the defense, Dunn will break you down if you don't stay connected to him.
Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Irving dishes to Harden. Back to Irving. He feeds it to Green. Dunn with some nice D.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Collins kicks to Young. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Harden against Bogdanovich.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Young drives in, and the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Passes it to Durant. The dunk and the foul. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's Brown on the wing. Nets passing it around. Here's Harden, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Capella. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Over Durant. Poke loose. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown trying to free himself up. And yes, it's good.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Outside Williams. Inside. Here's Capella. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Capella's got 4 this quarter.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Buries the long-range jumper. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny. Hey, Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Collins. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Irving against Young. Kicks it to Capella. Young passes to Capella. 4 on the clock. Collins looking around. To the right side. Snell finds Collins. Over Brown. Collins passes to Snell. Another shot. Capella trying to free himself up. Snell, that's good. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Tony Snell gives you plenty of size out of the backcourt. Doesn't always attack inside as much as he could.
And finished off by KD.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now Bogdanovich. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Collins. Shoots over Brown. Here's Capella. Outside Collins. Back to Capella. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Here's Durant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Bruce Brown. Durant with the steal. The pass to Irving. Outside, Green. Now here's Durant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And KD at times in his career shooting over 10 free throws a game. One of the best in the league at working himself to the line.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Herter, guarded by Harris. 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Dunn outside. Shoots over Griffin. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. For 3, Harris. Gallinari with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Herter passes to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Throws it up high.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here is Durant. 14 points for him. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. KD's got 8 here in the quarter.
I mean, another one for KD. Terrific scoring night, even for him.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Hawks. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. On the way, Harris. Outside Irving. The second chance effort. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Outside Williams. Here's Gallinari. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Harris passes to Claxton. Out to Harris for the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. Atlanta leading by 4. Outside Williams. Feeds to Capella. Over Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Herter. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
KD's shot is good.
You see how quickly Durant sets up for the catch-and-shoot shot, giving the defense no chance.
Pass to Collins. Williams against Brown, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. Makes it off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Pass to Williams. Capella with it, guarded by Jordan. Collins in the post. KD's on him. And finished off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys. When he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Irving attacking. Outside for KD. Free throw line jump shot. Again, the miss by KD. The Hawks leading by 4. Young passes to Collins. To the inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Outside for Durant. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
That's what he does. Put the ball in KD's hands, and he'll deliver.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta.
Growing up, KD wanted to play for his favorite team, the Toronto Raptors, which featured his favorite player, Vince Carter.
So he gets them both.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Hawks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Irving, and it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Outside Durant. Rebound Atlanta.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
The Hawks leading by 4. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Trey makes quick reads and great decisions.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Saving a little something from when it really counts. Kyrie dropping daggers down the stretch.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Young outside. 3-pointer. Snell kept alive. Back to Young. Dishes it to Capella. Doesn't go for him. Durant deciding where to go with it. The shot misses. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
For the land of the free.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on two short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward spot. And for Brooklyn, Brown out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Now here's Durant. And the layup falls.
Can't allow that kind of positioning, especially for a guy like Durant. So effective with his length inside.
Irving against Simmons. He kicks it to Green. Inside. Tipped away and taken away by Brown. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Harris.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as...
Oh, what a beautiful play!
What intensity, did you see that? Oh, great. How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Irving. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Simmons. Outside for Curry. The three. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Harris against Durant. 6 to shoot. Green, the pass to Simmons. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. It's good.
Are you kidding me? How huge is it to have a player as calm as Harris when the shot clock is winding down? He just finds ways to get free and get a quality look up in time.
Irving passes to Jordan. Here's Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Irving against Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Well, this is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking.
Irving surveying the floor. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Harden with it, and it's Howard picking him up, and Harden with the stuff.
And it's clear that Harden is a high IQ player. I mean, in pick and roll sets, you can see it. His decision making is just extraordinary.
1:16 left to play in the first quarter. The 8-footer, and Griffin sends it back, and he recovers it. Bible on the wing. It's back to Hill. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Howard. And finally they hit one.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. Harden's shot is off.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Passes it to Howard. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
It's near impossible trying to match up with Howard's muscle. He makes scoring look easy, even though it's tough contact.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. 1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Here's Milton. But they'll get another chance. Korkmaz passes to Howard. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Harden. Now, here is Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The learning curve for point guards in the NBA can be pretty steep, but Irving was a quick study. It didn't take him long to become an elite player.
Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
We've got Irving Brown out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. They shoot again, and it's good on the way in. Claxton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore, a tough one.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. Over to the left wing. Maxey passes to Howard, and the shot goes in. Howard's got 6.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Harden the pass to Claxton. Kicks it to Irving. Over in the corner, Brown. Wants to get it to Irving and does. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the most feared rim protectors in the league.
Korkmaz passes to Harris. And that one, good.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Howard in the post. There's the pass to Milton. Harris against Green. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it. So relentless in how he exploits open space.
Yeah, and all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer.
And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Harris with it. He's picked up by Hill. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Harris.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Simmons against Harden. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Oh, like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster.
We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. Here's Harden. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now Hill. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there it is for him. And the 76ers lead by 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden surveying the D. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Danny Green. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Embiid. Another shot, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Embiid's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia. Jordan, high post. Outside Griffin. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sport. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They settled into a nice groove. And that'll do.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. Shot, high post. Curry's shot is off. Nets trail by 6. Here's KD. The shot from the low post is good. Durant's got the first points of the second half here for Brooklyn.
I mean, this guy is almost 7 feet. Durant runs the floor beautifully, knowing where to be at all times in transition.
Here's Simmons, and Jordan sends it back. Irving against Simmons. Outside Irving. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Simmons slams it in.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. No good from 11 feet.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Here's Durant. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And now just a 2-point 76ers lead. Simmons with it. He's got 12. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The 76ers shooting their first free throw this game.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And so he hits the technical free throw. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Kyrie Irving. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Maxey. Pass to Thybulle. He dishes it to Howard. Shoots over Griffin. Howard can't hit. Nets trail by 3. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Brown. Griffin's got his first basket.
That bucket tells you about the power of Griffin. I mean, he got a man all over him, and it doesn't even affect him.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. GA, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Milton with it. Now Green defending. Rebound, Brooklyn. 1:02 left in the third. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
The 76ers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And the basket by Harris.
Oh, such an efficient scorer. You know, if you give Harris these opportunities, he'll punish you from there.
Outside, Green. And it's sent back by Howard. And he gets it back. Johnson outside. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. That shot by Griffin, no good.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Here's Milton, buried from 15 feet out. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Johnson dishes to Green. Johnson inside. Over Thybulle. And the Nets miss again.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
The third quarter comes to a close. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Green. Joe Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Good. Embiid's got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Right side, Durant. The layup missed.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Thibault, the pass to Hill. Green taking his time here. That's tipped. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. On the wing, Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Embiid.
Irving isn't afraid of getting physical inside, showing big-time strength to pick up the foul.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Jeff Green. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Curry's checked in. The 76ers leading by 5. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Embiid. Over Brown. They get the rebound, and Simmons is right there. And the 76ers lead by 7.
No, you can't let Simmons roam free on the offensive board. He's adept at burning the defense with his athleticism.
Durant dishes to Irving. Back to KD. And stolen by Simmons. And now Philadelphia on the break. Hill, no good. Here's Harris, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Hill finds Green. It's back to Hill, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
And Embiid is right there.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Hill against Irving, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Oh, such a smart defensive player. He knows how to use his reach to alter shots.
76ers moving the ball around. And the dunk by Embiid.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Irving double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the 76ers now. And here is Simmons. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
Here's Irving. Passes it to KD. Jordan trying to free himself up. The shot by KD. No good. And so Green will bring it up for the 76ers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Philadelphia.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Hill passes to Curry. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Shamet. 6 on the shot clock. The shot that time, not on target. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to Philadelphia, the birth. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Tony Snell. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the 1. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the small forward spot. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. For 3, Harris. The rebound by Young. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it. Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
Now, here's Collins. That's a 2 from Snell. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Now Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Outside Curry. Back to Embiid. He dishes it to Curry. That shot is off. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And here's Young. Right side, Bogdanovich. Back to Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 6 to shoot. Inside. And the dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
The 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
Now, here is Young. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too. You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Embiid. Gallinari with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Atlanta with the ball. Capella, the pass to Gallinari. Back to Capella. Now, here's Hunter. Defended by Thibault. Hunter, no good. 76ers trailing. On the wing, Milton. Embiid is at the elbow. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, such a fluid shooting motion from Embiid. I mean, most times you just assume that his jumper is dropping.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Okongwu. And it's done in at the point guard position. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Done outside. Passes it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Simmons against Collins, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Dunn looking over the floor. Ball's knocked loose. Howard with the steal. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
Young outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Now, here's Maxey. Outside for Simmons. Dishes it to Howard. Clock at 6. Green breaking loose, and it's slammed in by Howard.
I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Simmons looking around. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. One-on-one fast break. The Hawks working the ball around. Now the 76ers on the break. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. Curry's checked in for Green. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Tony Snell's checked in for Dunn. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Young dishes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
1:02 left in the first half. Simmons passes to Curry. He feeds it to Howard. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Three-pointers, Snell to the middle. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempt. Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's the steal. Here's Maxey. Makes it off the glass. And it's all knotted up.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Young with the ball. Good if it goes. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. Live from Philadelphia.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, it was Joel Embiid who got hot in the first. He had 8 points and 4 rebounds. And that'll about do it as...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Simmons. Count it. Simmons got the lead up to 2 now for Philadelphia.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Precision pass with Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
George Hill's checked in for Philadelphia. Harris kicks to Embiid. Pass to Curry. Shoots the 3. They get it again. Now the pass to Hill. Embiid trying to break loose. Pass to Harris, and stolen by Okongwu. Here's Herter, guarded by Embiid. Here's Williams, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
A high number of Williams' points come from the mid-range. The defense knows that. It's in the scouting report, but he still makes it happen.
Passes it to Embiid. Here's Curry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Embiid trying to break loose. 2 points. That one goes.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Williams kicks to Okongwu. Williams inside. He's guarded by Hill. Shot clock at 5. Here's Okongwu. Not going to go that time. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 4. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Embiid finds Hill. Milton with it. Guarded by Hunter. Back to Thibault. Pass to Milton. Over Hunter. A shot by Milton, no good. The Hawks trailing. Lob pass to Capella. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now the 76ers on the break. And the shot goes in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Gallinari outside. Dunn outside. To the inside. Here's Capella. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Back to Milton. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Hawks trail by 4.
Hey, yo, right here.
Dunn's shot's good.
And Dunn is spectacular on the drive, seeking contact and getting it. Even more impressive that he makes these shots, too.
Now, here's Thibault. He's covered closely. Back to Embiid. Now, Milton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 4 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And here's Young. 6 points for him. Down low, Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. That's the end of the 3rd, and it's all tied up. And we'll be back right after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. On the court for Atlanta, Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's John Collins. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. Philadelphia's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. A shot by Milton, no good. The Hawks shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Collins passes to Young. Feeds it to Capella. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Man, it's nice to see Capella get that deep position inside, and then he's able to draw the foul as he forces the defense to whack him.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Up top, Simmons, defended by Young. Outside, Simmons. Thibault kicks to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. There's Embiid. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
This is where Embiid burns you the most. I mean, mainly because of his size and such a soft touch.
Outside, Collins. The dish to Bogdanovich. Just his first attempt. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up. You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Young inside. Simmons is there. Collins wide open. He fires. No good from outside. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Thibault. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Hawks trail by 6. Young taking his time here. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Curry's checked in. Here's Bogdanovich. Simmons against Young. Back to Bogdanovich. Lets it fly. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Curry. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Young against Simmons. Young passes to Bogdanovich. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The 76ers leading by 6. Simmons passes to Curry. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Thibault. Just 5 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Embiid, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. The Hawks trail by 6. Now, here is Young. Top of the key, Snell. We've got 1:23 left in the 4th quarter. To the paint. 16 feet away. Collins, good. Now, just a 4-point 76ers lead.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Outside, Simmons. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Capella on display there. When his energy matches his wingspan, he causes a lot of problems on defense.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Simmons against Collins. Good try by Simmons. The shot. It counts.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
Young outside, out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Simmons against Collins. Outside for Curry. Fires for three. Rebound by the Hawks. A three from Bogdanovich. And Embiid pulls it down. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. Probably a little closer than they...